All right, welcome back now to Primetime Sports Friday. Track and field is where we run off. Although failing to get the requisite government approval for the staging of two scheduled meets this weekend, hopes remain high that the 2021 high school track and field season will go ahead without further interruptions. The Jamaica College JCR Danny Williams and the Ted Dwyer Classic meets will not be held on Saturday. Jermaine Brown reports.
Almost at the 11th hour, the Ministry of Health and Wellness declined approval for the staging of the Jamaica College R. Danny Williams Development Meet, as well as the Ted Dwyer Classic on Saturday. Organizers of both meets say they were informed of the non-approval for their staging on Thursday. The JCR Danny Williams meet was to be staged at the Ashenheim Stadium on the school grounds, while Excelsior High School was to be the venue for the Ted Dwyer Classic. In expressing his disappointment, chairman of the JCR Danny Williams meet, Ian Forbes, says they had even further scaled back the number of events and participants for the meet in the hopes of getting the approval.
We would have hoped to have been advised earlier, but we understand the situation. We are a little disappointed, but we understand the situation. We're in a pandemic, and of course it's very serious times. And I think the ministry was probably trying to give as much time as possible to consider, to deliberate, and make a decision. I think based on their assessment of the current environment, they think it's best that the meet is not approved at this time.
But there are still plans to stage the meet.
But we are hopeful that things will improve. And as I said, we're not cancelled, we've just postponed until we get the appropriate approval and a suitable date.
Meanwhile, head of sports at Exed Community College, Michael Russell, says they were far advanced in their planning for the Ted Dwyer Classic when news came of the postponement.
We had to do a lot of purchasing in terms of equipment rental, renting the portaloos, renting sanitizers, buying sanitizers, and so forth. So we had the field cut and roll and all of that stuff in preparation for the classics.
A new date of Friday, January 22, is being considered for the meet, and Excelsior quarter-miler Devontae Archer is eager to return to action.
The world doesn't stop right here, so we need to continue and try to get adapt with it. I would like to see what kind of form I'm in. So by just doing what I'm supposed to do, we can't stop our future here. We have to try and even trying would put a good effort.
Last December, the Tynes and Mills Classic was successfully staged at Calabar High School, giving hopes of a return of high school track and field. But for now, the track remains empty. Jermaine Brown reporting for TVJ Sports.